Have you ever wondered why, when you take two men, there's one man that's more respected because of his work ethic, the discipline he carries, his career, or even business? Like, you look at him and you're like, damn, a lot of guys wish to be that guy. And then there's the type of man that literally all they do is play the game all day, beat their meat, eat junk food, gets high, and does complete bullshit. Those are two different identities of men are common in the world nowadays. You have more of the bad identity men than you do of the good identity man. And today I'm going to teach you how to go from the bad identity man to the good identity man. To get it started, who am I? My name is Johan, for those of you who don't know. Started my self-improvement journey about 5-6 years ago. With the self-improvement, I've learned a lot of things. Not only that will help me improve my self-improvement journey, where sports and fitness and making content. These have helped me become a completely different person of who I was 5-6 years ago to who I am now. And I just loved helping other young men improve their identity and just become a better person overall, becoming the man that can achieve their goals, set their family free of any financial burden, and literally just become that man. Literally that simple. So we're going to talk about it, how to change your identity. So with me, like I said, I started 5-6 years ago. Literally, I used to be that kid who was like most kids, loved playing the game all day, ate junk food, beat their meat, and was watching a lot of anime. Doom scrolling, like I was kind of doing it, but back then it wasn't really considered that before COVID and all that, before TikTok and all this shit came out. But that type of version of me would not be capable to do the things that I do now. And not be able to do like literally anything, because when you do so many bad things, it's like you're not able to improve yourself. You're just gonna keep declining yourself until you get to a point where you're just gonna regret it and literally wish you did something earlier. So what I did to improve my identity was literally the habits I was doing, the discipline I carried, the systems I had, and that's what helped me change my identity to the man I am now. My identity now is literally a self-improvement coach. Literally a self-improvement coach. My goals right now is to help out other men improve their lifestyles by becoming a man with purpose, a man with discipline, and able to take care and control of anything that he decides to go after, and has everything in control. Literally that. Before this type of identity that I've built within the YouTube stuff, like the account, before that, I was a football player that wanted to become one of the greatest football players. Literally, that was my identity. I was putting in hard work, studying the game. Literally, with me, to be more specific, was I wanted to be a great running back, an amazing running back, better than the average running back, and that's what I was doing. Every time I worked out, stretch. I remember workout, stretched on the field, film, all that stuff, studying the game. I was looking in ways to improve myself, doing things that I know great running backs would do that, the average running backs wouldn't do. And guess what? That helped me build my identity. There's been other times within my high school years, like my high school athletic years, and times in between where I've had different identities for the purpose and goals that I was going towards. And I kid you not, your identity is it's something super important, because this is literally what can help you achieve your goals and even open a lot of opportunities for you. So let's get started. For you, you're probably more stuck with the old identity I have. Maybe probably in the middle, you probably started going to the gym a little bit, started changing yourself a little bit more. But today I'm going to talk about how to really change your identity for the better and become the person you want to become. So like I said, I did it. I know if I was able to do it, I know you are able to do it. Mind you, when I started, it was like around 14, 15. Now I am 20 years old. So I've had a lot. The change that I've had in those 5-6 years is a lot more than the change a lot of men will even have in their life. I kid you not. So I promise you. So I know what I'm talking about, for at least for my aspect and my parts that I've done. And I know this will be helpful because I'm around the same age group as you guys, and I know this will help you. So start off with the action steps. First off is replacing your bad habits. I kid you not, what makes you literally become before I even do that, to define identity for you, identity literally is the characteristic a person has, literally. So the characteristics you have is going to determine what type of identity you will build for yourself. That's what identity is. Now, back to the things. So, what you want to do, you want to replace your habits. Replacing your habits is literally the number one thing to helping you change your identity. And before I even go into changing your identity, this is even something better than that. This is the best thing you can do before you change your identity, and it's thinking of the identity you want to build and literally following it. That's what I did before the current identity I have now, the self-improvement coach. I look up to guys like Andrew Tate, Hamza. Those are two guys that I look up to because they are basically people that have done what I'm trying to do, and I want to follow. I try to do the things that they do in my own way. So you want to first think of the identity you want to build, because once you think about it, this has helped me with YouTube, and also when I did my sports, is it helps you want to do the correct things as opposed to doing the incorrect things. It gives you motivation, and not only that, it helps you build true discipline. So that's the number one thing, is thinking about the new identity you want to have and doing what they will do. Now, to get into the other great source is replacing the habits. I'm going to give you 3 bad habits to replace with 3 good habits. First off is the beating your meat. I kid you not, if you beat your meat, you're literally fucking yourself over. You're losing testosterone. You're shooting out your special energy just for some pixels. It's like you doing that is not gonna help you improve. Literally, just with that thing, I could teach you to replace that one thing with 2 things, and those 2 things are going to the gym and becoming more sociable. I kid you not. You going to the gym, one, helps you build muscle, build confidence, build your testosterone, which is a lot better and the opposite of you doing from beating your meat. You're using your energy into something productive that will give you a good return of investment, as opposed to beating your meat, which it doesn't. Which what it does, it brings down your energy level and makes you more feminine. You lose testosterone, and then you start viewing girls with they're just pieces of meat that you could just go up to them and just fuck them. Like it's horrible what this thing can do to you. That's one. So replace that with going to the gym. Like I said, you build a physique that you love. You build testosterone, make you more energized, help you be more disciplined, more active, conquer more goals. You build more confidence, which ties into the second thing that you can replace beating your meat with. And it's like, not only that, you end up having a better lifestyle. You have a better lifestyle, and you feel a lot better. It helps you build the identity you want to build towards the good identity. Now, the second is becoming more sociable. Literally, just start talking to people. Literally, if you're shy, like really, really shy, and all that, literally, just start off with, "Oh, good morning. How are you? Good evening. How are you? How are you? How are you doing? How was your weekend?" Simple things like this can lead into greater conversations. Yeah, it's not pushing it. And believe it or not, you don't have to do just straight with girls. You can talk to some men too, so you can build that social skill. From there, you start talking about more deeper questions. Like, let's say, example, you like their outfit style. Yo, you could tell me like, yo, where'd you get that? Like, I really fuck with that piece. Say with me, for example, I just recently got a tattoo. I can ask people like, yo, like, I fuck with your tat. Like, is there a meaning behind it? Like, what's style? Like, stuff like that. Like, little things you could pick up on that and make deeper conversations, which will help you tremendously. So that's what you want to do with that. The second is eating junk food and replacing it with eating whole foods. I kid you not. You eating junk foods will literally destroy you. Destroys your confidence, destroys your mental energy, makes you foggy. And not only that, it's like you end up looking like shit. Nobody wants to look like shit. It's like if you look like shit now, it's probably because of the junk food you eat. Switch it out with good food. Cut out all the sugars. Drink a lot more water. Eat protein. Steak and eggs. I promise you, best proteins you can have. And just bring down the amount of carbs you have. It's that simple. I'm not going to tell you eliminate carbs at all, because that is a great energy source. But you just want to bring it down. I kid you not. You eat, what's it called? You bring down your carbs. You eat a small portion of carbs with a lot of protein. I promise you, you will feel a lot better. You think a lot more clearly, and you will look 20 times better than what you did. I promise you. So, and just a tip for anybody that wants to start changing up their diet, literally 80% of the time, if you're like maintaining just look good all year round, 80-20. 80% of the time, eat good. 20%, allow yourself to enjoy the junk food and all that. But just don't overdo it, literally. One cheat meal, I wouldn't say do a cheat day. A cheat day can destroy a lot of progress. But one cheat meal a week, that's fine. 2, if you're going really hard, go for it. You deserve to reward yourself. But now, if you're an athlete competing, or, a bodybuilder, whatever, like if you're going to compete, then I'll say 90-10, which, well, trust me, It makes it better so you can perform to the best of your abilities while still being able to enjoy. I would tell you 90% of the time, eat healthy. Now, you doing that will help you build a crazy physique, help you think a lot better, have more energy, and not feel like shit and look like shit. And then lastly, the last habit is replacing doom scrolling and watching a whole bunch of bullshit, like doom scrolling, playing the game, or just watching a lot of shows, which would be another thing to help you build your identity, is learning. I kid you not. Doesn't matter what it is. Whether you want to pick up a book to learn and read more information, watch a podcast to learn different things, listen to ebooks. Those are just three ways that you can learn. If not that, learn new skills. Whether it's you want to learn skills to help you become a personal trainer, whether it is to improve your own fitness journey. For me, it would be, I'm right now learning more of the self-improvement as I'm going to help other people with the self-improvement. I also want to learn how to play an instrument. That's something, it can be little things that can help you grow as a person, helps you open up opportunities. It's like, for example, you can literally learn how to play an instrument, and I promise you, you can use that to your advantage. You can either monetize it, make, friend groups. You can do so many things with skills you learn. Like, I kid you not, you learning skills helps you have countless opportunities, and it's something amazing that every man should want to do. And not only that, as you learn, you're learning valuable information that can help you improve your identity, making you a man that looks more, not, what's the word? Makes you look more of a man that's more wise, more disciplined, like more knowledgeable on things that people be like, oh my God, like this guy almost knows everything. Like they usually come up to you like, you know so much because you learned so much. And I kid you not, you replace that one thing, I promise you, you will learn a lot of more amazing things than you will just doom scrolling. Yes, you can get ideas from doom scrolling, but the information that you learn and the opportunities you build just from learning, I kid you not, it's impeccable. It's impeccable. So then lastly is building systems. These systems, literally building systems, is what's going to help you ensure that you're working hard, you're working smartly, you're consistently moving forward, and you'll be able to stay disciplined and literally in check with this identity you want to reinforce. So it's like building the habits, but like a step further. This is where your habits and routines come in check, and this is where like your daily checklist. Having this system is what helps you fortify your identity. Literally with me, when it comes to recording content, without fail, majority of times, before I go into the gym, I always record videos, because after work, as I'm in work, I'm brainstorming ideas, whether it's through listening through ebooks or even just thinking. I'm like, all right, I'll write it down. I'm like, all right, this is a video I want to talk about. Today, I got the opportunity to record early on in the day because I'm like, yo, these are 2 video ideas that I can't wait for tonight. So I'm like, let me take that advantage now. But usually around this time, before I go to work, I'm always editing videos, and literally just looking up, trying out new style of videos. So then I don't overwork myself. That's my system with the content. With me working out, my systems for working out is always after work. And on the weekends, I have practice and all that. But this is where you build your systems, taking the habits that you've built already, having them in place on when you're going to do them, where you're going to do them, where, ensuring that you're doing it, helping you consistently move forward. Knowing when to give yourself time off. Because I promise you, even though working really hard and working every day is really productive, I kid you not, you need time to build yourself. You need time to explore new things. So then with your craft, you're able to do a lot better because of all the other information and new things that you just learned throughout your life. And that's something just very, very useful. So building the system in place will help improve your identity, and improve your identity and fortify it. But those are the 3 things that I will tell you will help you change your identity. The mindset protocol is literally just like this video, but even more advanced, more in detail. So if you want to go check that out, top link in the description. But literally, think about the new identity you want to build. Replace those habits, learn the new things, try the new things, and build the system. And I promise you will have a new identity in no time. And just remember, you're not just stuck with one identity. You can change your identity as many times as you want, not just stuck with one. So go do that. That being said, if I was able to change my identity countless times from loser to a winner, I know you can too. Trust me, it's going to be a long journey, but it's going to be one that's enjoyable, that you have stories for the rest of your life. That being said, grab, choose different life, fellas. If you're interested on one-on-one coaching, helping you improve your fitness, transforming your physique, not only that, building good habits while breaking away from the bad ones and helping up build up your mentality, check out the link in the description down below. And there I'm going to be one-on-one coaching, taking on some few clients. So if you're interested, go check it out. That being said, go grab a Tuesday in my life, fellas.